Hello, you're welcome to the only show that brings you happenings in the diplomatic community in Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. But it is also noteworthy that diplomatic affairs is not only about moments with heads of the various missions in our country. We also focus on the diaspora, Ghanaians in the diaspora, and that is why today we will be talking about the Renaissance of Culture Ghana, the Maiden edition in Vienna, Austria. That's a program that is here to stay, and we are super excited because then we will get to know the Ghanaian community, what they are about and how they are taking Ghana with them wherever they find themselves, and their contributions when it comes to the development of our country. I have some very instrumental people whom I will be sitting with to have a discussion on the Maiden edition of the Renaissance of Culture Ghana in Vienna, Austria. So join me, let's go and have a very great conversation. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Today's conversation is focused on the Renaissance of Culture Ghana, the Maiden, the first ever in Austria, in Vienna, Austria. And of course, the Ghanaian community took ownership of this great initiative. The embassy right here in Vienna has been very supportive of this initiative. And I know that the Association of Ghana here have also supported this initiative, which is why we have the president himself seated here with us, and I have my friends who will help us delve into this great discussion on diplomatic affairs. My name is Harriet Nate, and of course I will take a break. When I come back, we will go straight into this amazing conversation. Right, welcome back. The show is still Diplomatic Affairs. My name is Harriet Nate, and we are coming to you all the way from Vienna, Austria, and it's been a very beautiful journey, especially pushing the Ghanaian agenda. President of the Ghana Union in Austria, is that right? And I met me from Mr. Pong.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Pong, let's talk about last night. How did you do this?
Well, with determination and commitment, when the showbiz business contacted us that they want to come and do this program here, we embraced it and we supported it with all energy that we have. So we did the consultations to the salient contact people, and with the commitment of the whole Ghanaian community, as we saw yesterday, we were able to do so much contact, and then that is what led to the success of the program actually. Because the people are consciously in mind that something from Ghana, as we are all Ghanaians, we have to be together and support it. So people came from other regions, from Graz, from Salzburg, from Linz, and we here in Vienna.
Even from other countries.
Exactly.
The UK.
Exactly. There were some girls that
from
came
Italy.
from Italy, and some from Germany.
Amazing.
And even Holland.
And Holland.
They came here yesterday. That's why the program was massive and very successful. So we thank everybody who took part and make it successful.
Let's talk about the impact. And for
well, the impact, it brings us a very great impact in our community. Because you see, as we have traveled from back home, we are not assembled in one place. We are scattered in so many regions or in the countries in Europe wide. So such occasions bring us all together as people come from all the regions, and they share the common idea of belonging to one Ghana. So this idea really has helped us to reunite the union and then stand as a whole. As we all know, togetherness will succeed. So for me personally, it has helped me to bring the union members back again to belong to each other. So that unity that has brought is also a massive thing for us.
I'll come to my very good friend here. Yesterday, you were over the top amazing. Everybody was completely blown away. How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, about 25 years now.
You've been doing this for the past 25 years?
Yeah, I have different talent.
You see,
Anyway, different.
and the way you take the crowd with you to follow you every step of the way. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good.
It was a great performance, really, yeah.
Beyond that now, let me ask, what do you want the government to do for people who are disabled? For me, I want to see more of them also contributing because they have so much to offer. Then you bet me I offer a buying the assembly and country.
Yeah, welcome. We go my June because on say I buying the was on you say on so be or disabled or bet to my baby. Yeah, obi only night or sa obi only sa only night or bet to me the
baby.
Yeah, it's me no na advice no ama disabled for I'm bet to my baby. Say me tuno me bo keyboard me acrobat so me hear different me board drums so
wow
yeah
Nyame sisi emubi.
Determination.
Exactly, and then the focus.
The focus.
Yeah, and me try say me more. Say my dream is like me call we
international
got talent and
okay.
Hey.
Wow.
Because me call be Ghana. Me na me win here.
Ghana?
The big talent show.
In Ghana?
Yeah. Na me win here. This is my dream is me international.
Opportunity no showcase with talent no on an international platform. I tell you what, right after this show, you will have people contacting you after I show them what you are able to do. They will contact you and help you, fulfill your dream. So keep working hard. Well, first time me doesn't mean say me know your first time Austria. So how do you feel? Austria say?
Nice country.
When Kate, I have been globetrotting with you around the world. It gives me so much joy when I see the likes of you boldly representing Ghana everywhere you find yourself. Like wearing this, can I touch it? Wearing this. It's symbolic. It shows who you are, the Ghanaian in you. You are proud of where you are coming from. And you are willing to show them the Ghana they don't know. Let's talk about Enra. Kicho, first time in Austria,
No, my second time. But my sheda and stay with her. I was going to Italy from Belgium.
Okay.
I'm a driver from Belgium to me Tremo Munchin and I'm Tremo and I'm a far room where they were my sheda and hook room until say Enra. Chin chrome nam see wow.
And yes, Enra muchi chrome na mujame or them.
No chin pa because Europe effect Germany, talking of Germany, Belgium, Holland, France, Italy and all that. But Austria, to me, Mankase ebe the most beautiful country war Schengen muha. Ebe nya baby agina 1 2 3.
At this point, Mami issue disclaimer because I am friends with the diplomatic community and san omo abechimiare. But for me, I think it's my first time as well in Vienna here, and I will get the opportunity to speak with the ambassador of Ghana representing the people in the country right here in Austria. And for you, let's talk about the message. What they bring Ghana for the Ghanaian community. Emma omuhu say, ya grow ye fair. Ya memory so ye fair. And they see the regalia. You made a statement every time our program BRCBR, and I'm happy I have visuals to support our conversation because I'm not any many So let's talk about, were you surprised?
Yeah, and let's say yes and no, because meaning say Ghanaians, whatever you do, a Ghana who has they support you, and I was surprised. I want to share them to, but we saw a lot of people over there, and they were like, "Oh, obi okra, what me din, but who me that." So
Obabe show.
Obabe Shemi. And I tried to do my possible best to make them happy. And I think you saw what happened last night.
You really did it.
You really did it.
You really did it.
This man was on his feet.
Yeah.
I got tired and I had to just sit down. In fact, I couldn't match his stamina on stage. He actually took the crowd with him. You were on stage for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yes, we are dear we are Princess Kofi, I am a master, African Heroes Band. And those days, na your concert, Minkanasa, yeah, the cartoons, Sisi Krumu, the whole Ghana. We can go for like 2 months. Now your cutters, market to market. Your core region we are rested for 1 or 2 weeks. Then we go to another region. So, Sadia Weno has been in my blood since. When I go on stage, memory.
You don't get tired.
No. I don't get tired. Until say Rebecca say, "Oh, yeah, baby,
Right.
I did the same thing in Canada some years back, and they were like, "Oh, I want a robot now." Yes, and you said something about the hat. I said, me a chief, and me a ambassador, and so tourism, art and culture.
Right.
So those days, na me share African well, any this kind of things until I became a chief. So I decided not to throw my
right.
the Ghanaian culture not away. So Debiano Ubehu say, "Man, I mean couple that I want to
yeah, right. Yeah.
At least I said me too. So we are Ghanaian, at least eat Ghana, wear Ghana,
Breathe Ghana.
Everything supposed to be a Ghanaian thing.
Nana, because you brought this issue of believing in ourselves and maintaining the hope that we will get there. Wherever we want to get to as a country, we will get there. It's a bit, challenging. We will fall, we will rise, but eventually we will get to where we want to get to. What do you make of Destination Ghana, an initiative our president are introducing, mainly to get Ghanaians abroad to come home and invest back home? What do you make of that?
To be frank with all of us, a very good initiative, because once you are a Ghanaian, you see, and maybe I was running Takraba before. Indian bro for Navy. So we are Ghanaian, yeah. As I say, at least with me, ye be back home. Not amount for benefit out of it. Even if you are a foreigner, know what is happening in Ghana, what is going on. At least you can come and do something so that amount for Benya and Faso something a very good idea, President Ediaba, and we should support it so that Benya and Faso also.
Let's talk about some of the concerns the Ghanaian community here have shared with you regarding coming back home and how they can make it attractive and have the right measures in place for them to be able to also contribute to the growth of the country.
Yeah, I think as we all know, when you relate back to Ghana, being here for a long time, you expect to see at least positive changes from where you left. So personally and community-wise, I would say, as we are all thinking good for Ghana. We expect that when we go back to Ghana, some development should be seen. What has the government or the people of Ghana, what have we done towards developing the nation and also impacting the people's welfare situations? Because, here in Europe, they don't even have raw materials and resources.
They don't have
Everything, we have it.
Yes.
So what we expect is, we expect the government to take such initiatives of improving on the living standard by touching our main materials that we have, to using it to improve our living standard. Let's say we were formerly dominated with agriculture. So why can't we pick agriculture and develop it, making it more attractive?
Especially with the issue of food insecurity
Exactly.
right now.
For people who might have even completed university and are not getting jobs. If the agriculture sector is attractive and the farmers are recognized and respected and seeing the importance of producing for the nation and also exporting for the nation to earn foreign exchange. One of the awaited initiatives that we in Europe or we in diaspora want to see when we go back home, because here farmers are the rich people
Right.
in Europe. Why is it that we have the raw materials, our farmers are neglected and not respected, and then
And poor.
And poor.
It's not attractive. Into
see.
youth, no cry, are not interested in
No.
venturing into farming because
Yes.
sometimes or who will be a farmer, the life, and
Everybody wants
so
to be
why
in the
would I
office.
also? Everybody wants to
Yes.
sit in the office in the air
Everybody-
conditioned,
everybody
suited up.
wants to
Exactly.
be in suit and then doing politics and doing things that will be socially seen. But when you do something like that, it is, to develop a nation, as I've experienced myself in Europe here, it needs more technical aspect of it.
Right.
You don't need more theoretical side of it. You need few lawyers, few politicians, more doctors, more farmers, more contractors who will build the country. For the bourgeois, I would call them, the Thai people, I call them also. We don't need too much of them. We have some of them, most of them produce, who are not even having jobs. But where are the jobs? The jobs are in the villages, in the farms.
So it's about time we
Exactly.
focus
Exactly.
on the rural
Areas.
areas.
You see, and tackle the ground, because that is what nature has given us.
Right.
And we are made as natural people. We are connected to nature.
Yeah,
so why
very
don't
much
we
so.
use the nature that we have, the resources that we have from ourselves, and then develop our
To
nation?
build our nation.
So when I heard that the government has implemented measures like planting for food and all this, I was very, very happy. Because even if you don't have clothes, you don't have cars, you don't have even television, and you get food to eat, you will survive.
Right, you will.
You see, so that is the basic principle, I say, in life. Nutrition, touching the food aspect of it and using it to create revenue by exporting what we have. Because now the Europeans themselves, they have started consuming our foodstuffs here in Europe.
Right.
So what are we doing
That's
about
true.
it?
What are we doing about it? That's a very good question. For me, my worry, I'll share my worry here. My worry, since I believe the entire world is watching the show, Diplomatic Affairs, we are on Pan-African television with a global audience via Facebook and Facebook and YouTube. And of course, we are in some parts of Europe as well. Let me state that I am concerned about the rate at which we are losing our youth to other countries, developed countries, because lack of job,
everybody is
lack of
running away.
employment. Inti otegana she ne ho mano. So obedwane because a common so yeah. Then you are looking at your future, how your future is going to be, and you have responsibilities, people to take care of, and the kind of life you want to build for yourself. If we don't make provisions for the youth to begin to have hope in the country in which they were born and begin to take ownership and be driven by the fact that they are the future leaders, then where are we going? At the end of the day, you be try and we'll come back to zero. Even though Abain has a huge responsibility, and by Abain I mean government. The government has a huge responsibility. How can we collaborate? The private and then the government sectors. How can we collaborate? Because look at this gentleman. He's full of talent. But back home, adding. So you ask yourself, say, how can we collaborate and identify our needs? Now, we are not even comparing, but we are looking at best practices. How?
To me, I think, say, Abaino, if the government is ready, so beso amount for a senior to help people. Let's say when you go to the rural areas and you see that they are trying their possible best to produce something. At least you have to give them something like loan
to support.
Yeah, who say?
And a technical assistance, so because sometimes they are in scanning. Yes.
And you know, if Obiwo Asasi say 20 acres to produce cassava, trust me, very soon. But very soon. When you go to this country, I think that all what they do is cassava
farming.
Yes, because so what are we doing to ourselves, and what is the government doing to help the rural area people? If the government is ready, the government is willing to help, I think say instead of always running to the
away,
city,
looking for opportunities elsewhere, going through, devastating means, risking their lives.
I think there's more.
And it is not just an issue with Ghana. When I talk about, I'm talking about Africa. All of us. All of us.
I think our governments are more focused on merchandise system of administration more than tackling the concept of technology, because you see, we open up for business factor. Even children going to school want to do business
right
at a very young age. Investing in maybe buying and selling, it has been too much.
When we don't produce most of the things we buy and sell, so we are selling other people's products for them.
We import goods from China. In
90% toothpick. So we are rather running their economy for them at our expense. But it's supposed to be collaborative, and they are also supposed to push our items in their countries. But if we don't make ours, we don't produce anything, manufacture nothing. So we become a more consuming country instead of producing.
We produce less and consume more from outside
other countries.
You see, and we don't value our own products also.
Oh, it's true.
You see, when there's awareness of appreciating what you yourself have, then you improve the quality of it. You get more feeling of using it than using something that has been produced equally like you have from somewhere. But it seems that we have developed more interest in consuming goods from outside than our own. I was shocked when I went to Ghana and people were running after used shoes, used clothes that has been thrown away from here.
How often do you visit home?
Well, let's say I was there last 2 years ago. I was in Ghana.
All right.
And about 6 years ago,
you were in Ghana.
2016, I was in Ghana. And last 2 years I was in Ghana. So I'm thinking of going back again next year or so. But then we want to see more of dynamic change in the practical life of the people. You see, it seems that anytime you reckon with Ghana, we are always going back.
Right.
Everything is deteriorating.
When indeed we are supposed to be moving forward.
Instead of improving. But we call ourselves a democratic country. How democratic are we if we are not improving in our welfare is very poor? So I think the government should see more investing in the products or our own goods
Right.
than allowing us to enjoy the benefit of foreign goods.
Other
more.
people's products.
Exactly. And also having this awareness of the country belongs to us. We love our country. Ghana first.
Prioritizing
Ghana
the people first.
Exactly. Prioritize the people.
And even if we don't have the skills, give us the skills,
Exactly.
train us.
Exactly.
Meboa.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the my brother said the first time Oba Austria near Meboa. Who chronis in terms of neatness? Mentio. Mentio, me pesa mete. There be chrono me o se then cause me maybe ana me na me dada me ho.
Yeah, I need I know I not be kasa say my I need pass na sweet me.
Who say ato sachet water ato kwan no ho baby a.
When we were coming from the airport, and only at the taxi, me some videos, and I was talking to myself, saying, when Ghana, when are we gonna get this kind of what was it?
Developments, no.
The beauty
And the way one manage your assassin, no. Because I'm say yes, maybe I'm just here also see your mumpo. Yeah, Ghana is over 30 million, and so I think they are less than 10 million to Chronisa. But you look at the way they have managed the land they have by putting up,
Planning. This is all about planning.
tall buildings, apartments. Baby apartments.
When you look at the grounds, everywhere is beautiful.
Tad.
And then you will see somebody throwing something and all that.
Oh, Nana, there be minyebi.
Then,
See.
when
Dodrona.
you say, that is the reason why I'm a person in our account. Say, where are we going?
Nana, is it lack of education? Because it says in the woman Austria. But is it lack of education, Nana?
What I think is this thing is something about the mindset of the people more than what I would say education or what not education. Because
education alone is not enough.
It's not enough.
Like it's the mindset.
It's not enough.
When you school
because gone are the days when education level in Ghana or Africa as a whole was very low. But then those days, even when we were little boys, the country was neat, I can say.
I know that is true.
Okay, town council.
Exactly.
They find a tankers for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You remember?
I remember I went to day nursery in where they call Adeshiman Gardens. Everything that those days, when we more years ago, it was called playing ground. I've just been told by Nana that it was formerly called Manzoom. Before it became playing ground. When I was there as a little child going to day nursery, and when it became Adeshiman also, I was in Ghana. Now when I went back home last 2 years, I cried when I went there. I cried. The place is so horrible that you can't even remember that. I cannot even remember that I was here some 30, 25, 40 years ago. That's how I went to day nursery here. So you see, the whole thing is, as the years go by, we deteriorate instead of improving.
Have we really? What's the concept? And
this is what I tackle. It is the mindset of the people, because we don't care about ourselves. Now here, even if you are walking outside with your child, and you the grown up, you put something down, the child will tell you, Papa, yes, Mama, pick it up, and you will pick it. You will be ashamed for your child or your nephew to tell you.
And I think he will be sanctioned too.
Exactly, you will be sanctioned. Now, let's turn back home. Why is it that when even dustbins are put outside, we don't put the being inside.
We need
drop
to
it down.
enforce the
so
laws.
It is the mind.
Right.
You see,
Enforcement
the
of the laws
enforcement of
also.
the law is there.
Yes.
But then, if they are not enforcing us, and we
Conscientizing.
conscientiously do the right thing, it is when you are a fool that you need a stick to be hit against you. But when you educate yourself and say, I have to do the right thing, I do the right thing, you don't need somebody to control you. If you know yourself that you are doing the right thing. So the measures are there, but the law enforcement also has to be strong.
And come away and MPP and DC as
No.
When we are talking about successive
Ghana.
governments, we are talking
Ghanaians.
about your crew, not
This
as
is
Ghana.
Ghanaians.
So we are not talking,
No,
we are not
no,
pointing,
not
blaming anybody.
politics.
Right.
Ghana,
I like it. I like it. I like
I don't
it.
want to say Africa. Okay,
Yes,
Africa
Ali.
as a whole. When we travel, we follow, we obey the rules and regulations. We
Yes,
follow
of
the
other
instructions.
countries, yeah?
Yes, but whenever we are in our country, we don't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know I say, Sebe, tete no ye bejimi bre. Who told you said tete ye bejimi bre? So, who said they thought said in the near future no, ye be Dawson into omu ja kwanya ye be say double lanes and all that. But nowadays no, obi nim say ha ye ja to for double lane for the near future. Obi si
Obi si dan wo ho.
so you're telling me say those days no ye bejimi bre, but you are doing the right thing, right?
Exactly. They were more intelligent than us. I
And
tell you.
one more thing is that Uko school oyakola ye mano. They teach them say fadie we kotu beam you say. But in Ghana they don't teach that. But if you bear me witness,
But
Ghana,
social
I'm
studies.
not sure
That's the
say-
first son animal.
Not social studies.
Exactly. So we are talking about civic education. You know, the NCCE has a huge role to
Why not
play.
there?
You see,
Teacher no craft epipa adie wo board so blackboard so be to actually baby them.
what we are doing or what we are practicing now is like, we are doing what
Yeah,
we
we are.
can, but we
Yeah,
should
we
be
are.
compelled to do the right thing for ourselves, for future changes. Not that they made my idea. No. Tell yourself, I have to do it right for tomorrow, not just for today. So it's like I always use this word mindset. I know why I always say that, because if the mindset you are brought up from as a child, you
We be
grow
probably
with
because
it.
the mindset so we are not so near.
It's a broad description of ourselves, because it relates to all the social faculties of life: politics, religion, civic, so many things that the mindset applies to. Now, why would a Ghanaian child grow with the mind that when I finish school, I'm going to Europe? Because he doesn't feel good at home. You see, and his brother or his sister, went to Europe and come back. And do you know how he suffered there?
Yes.
He was compelled to go according to the laws there. That is why he is able to come back with something. Now, you are at home, and there are laws set for you, and you don't obey the laws. Those who have to check the laws don't check it. How do you even feel better at home? You always think of going away. So when you check back, those in your school time, all those who were good scholars, good students, now they are not back home. They are all in Europe. So what is the education that they acquired in Ghana? What are they doing with it for Ghana? They are all in Europe, serving Europe. You see, so when we create a system of enjoying home security or home acceptance, if you are accepted home and the provisions are laid down, and you know that, oh, at least when I finish school I'll get a job to do, you will not even think of finishing school and going to Europe. You see?
Well, some way they can say but in as much as we are talking about holding our leaders accountable, we have a role to play. We both have roles to play in this, the government and then the people as well. Now, let's talk about leaders who are working.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about those who are really working for the country and the people. And by stating leaders who are working, I want us to focus on Ghana's ambassador to Austria, Ambassador Philbert Johnson. I mean, we were all there. Listen, he didn't just come and sit and played the role of a spectator. Like he was on the ground. Now, I have personally known him from the Foreign Affairs, from his days at the Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Okay.
He's working for the people. Do you agree? You know him better than I do, if I can say so.
I may
Yeah.
not say over 100%.
Right.
If I have to give him, I would say 100% because since he came here, it's about 2 years ago,
Okay.
and
How visible is he?
he's somebody who focus what he wants to do. He's so close to the community.
Do the people
Okay.
know
Exactly.
him?
His doors are open to
And
every
so the
Ghanaian.
people know him,
Exactly.
the Ghanaian community.
Exactly.
I want to make sure the people know
I
him.
personally have-
And now at your office, now yeah, I enjoy your
I
condition.
personally have called him on 2 emergency occasions.
So you have access to him.
that affected Ghanaian community, and he responded positively. Even though he was at the meeting at the United Nations, he called me back and said, Nana, those people are going to close today, and it's Friday. And before he called me back, he was already there.
What?
Meeting the people who are in problem there to resolve the issue.
Wow.
And for that, I'm so amazed with him.
That is why you're giving him
Secondly-
100%.
Hey, 100 and more than
second-
Nana.
so a good- we are good.
100 and more than.
We are good.
Secondly,
I say no.
anytime we have an occasion and we invite him,
He
he
attend.
attends. Last Saturday, on the 11th of March, we had Independence Day celebration. And the communication to reach him with his invitation was somewhere choked in the middle. He didn't even receive the invitation. So at the middle of Friday, 10th to next morning, Saturday in the morning, 11th, where we had a program, I engaged myself with him in a conversation. I couldn't reach him perfectly. He called me back and said, Nana, I've heard that you are looking for me. I know why you are doing that. Your message didn't reach me. But when is the program beginning? I will be there. And he was there.
He showed up.
He showed up, and I was shocked that he even showed up. And everybody was amazed that he was there. So his presence in the community gathering even motivates the people. He's advisive, he's tolerant, and I mean,
Very resourceful.
all that you expect from a leader, he has that qualities. His doors are open to every Ghanaian, and for that, for me, he's on the perfect road to lead Ghanaians here to successive future.
Well, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
Last night
we'll give
he
it to
was
him.
waiting for me. I came late.
Right,
A bit
and he
late.
was patiently waiting for
Waiting
you
for
as the
me.
lead artist.
Yes. And
You
he
came
was so happy.
and he sat in throughout and even danced to some of your
Yes,
tunes
yes,
and even engaged the people.
Yes.
Listen,
I saw him taking pictures with some people over there when I was on stage.
so I'm excited about interview already. Ekasi ekasa adebesan.
Adebesa.
So it's been great. I want to say a big thank you to you for coming and, you know, extraordinarily doing what we do best. Acrobatics in Yadia, Krobi to me, Obi to me, a unique way of doing ours. And for me to have used this kind of opportunity to display
Yeah.
our way of being magical, it was beautiful. Inti, keep going, keep polishing, keep getting better. And I tell you what, after this program, you will be amazed because we are international and we are talking about diplomatic affairs. So hopefully, I know that continue to push Ghana in any way you can. And me ankasa, me boss and so, Mr. Pong, yeah, that's it. I'm happy to state that Mechia, everywhere I go, I feel the presence of the Ghanaian community because there is that one leader. Even though we have our problems, there is still that one leader who will hold all of us together and, you know, serve a good purpose. So you are here, even though you are far away from home. But look at you, thinking of initiatives that can continue to see us boldly showcase who we are, our identity, best practices. I saw you dancing with the youth yesterday. I mean, I'm talking about these Ghanaian kids who were born here.
Yeah.
I saw you dragging them to high life, you know, and I was, it was hilarious.
They are our future, so we need to equip them with what they need so that they don't miss the future life. Like we made so many experiences when we were young. So if we have acquired this knowledge now that we are old, we have to impart this knowledge into the
Right.
youth by getting them to us and educating them our culture, so that they can grow
And grow with it.
our culture,
And not forget where they are
combine it
coming
with
from.
the European experience.
Right.
That's where they were born. You see, so that they will grow and perfect and become the best future leaders.
You are doing a good job.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much, and continue. I'm happy you have good people,
Exactly.
around you who can also help you achieve
There are
your
many
goals.
People,
I'm
good people
happy.
here who also
I'm happy.
advises us and then lead us in whatever we are doing. We have a big extended executive committee of the union. Our chairman, our Asante Kuyoko leaders, the ethnic groups leaders who also support us and advise us and lead us, because they have been here for a long time and they know how the systems goes, so they direct us, and we are faithful and we are grateful to have them as our leaders who lead us and direct our affairs. Sadly, that our chairman, for instance, was sick for some past month. He has been not well. That's why I didn't see him last night. Next time you will see
Hopefully,
him.
hopefully.
And you will enjoy him
Hopefully.
very much.
Thank
really.
you. Hopefully. Na keche kwame apia. Yema omo ani adwuma pa on so ye magana.
That's it.
For me, I had a conversation with Ghana's ambassador to Canada.
Okay.
Ononso will be coming on the show.
Sure.
When he was in Ghana, he received us very well. We wanted to see him to talk about the renaissance of culture Ghana. And he was very receptive. And Obisa said, why na yedi omoba for Canada program no? And my boss say, oh, obobo nkrofo bi di no say, yempe popular music oh. Yepe indigenous
Exactly.
Ghanaian music. And so I don't want, near Obia pet, but me near Obitia. Obesha see bisasa way free hair, exactly. And so for you to continue to remain organic, authentic, original, and still reflecting the times, Ketre, you have no idea what you are doing. And continue to do a good job.
Yeah.
Continue to do a good job.
you.
Continue to represent Ghana fully, proudly, confidently, everywhere you find yourself. It has paid off. You started this so many years ago. Adameka Charles was me showing us to say, Ketre, me nimu na me so, and so still winning that. You're doing a good job, but I am on someone share how you bet me ama this genre of music, hip life, no, we bet me rope into high life, no. Now, still, no, we can get authentic Ghanaian music. We need more of that, and we need the young ones also to come on board.
Thank you.
Why? Good job to you. So, thank you so much for your time on Diplomatic Affairs. I will definitely look forward to seeing us again. Ambassadors of Ghana.
Yeah.
We are all ambassadors.
Yes.
We are all ambassadors of Ghana. So thank you so much, gentlemen. We're excited to be coming your way with another insightful. I believe you're super excited. And you've been well informed on the issues and, of course, a lot of revelations right here on today's show. My name is Harriet Nati. The show is Diplomatic Affairs, and it airs every Saturday on Pan-African television with a global audience via Facebook and YouTube, and, of course, via satellite in some parts of Europe. I look forward to seeing you same time next week. Coming to you all the way from Vienna, Austria. Bye-bye.
this is spectacular. This is very nice. Wonderful. This is talent.